2 types of nuts you must eat every day to protect your health, especially after 60 years old. The power of almonds, a senior's secret weapon for strength, bone health, and brain clarity. Picture this. You're at your granddaughter's graduation, watching her walk across the stage. You stand to cheer, your back straight, your legs steady. No cane, no pain, just pride and joy. What if I told you this moment could be yours, not by luck, but by choice? The secret lies in a humble snack most people overlook: almonds. For seniors, almonds aren't just a healthy option, they're a lifeline. They rebuild bones, fuel muscles, protect the heart, and even sharpen the mind. Let's dive into why this nut deserves a starring role in your daily routine. 1. Almonds, the bone-building superstars. Science meets story. How calcium and magnesium work together. By age 60, the average adult loses 25% of their bone density. For women, menopause accelerates this loss, making osteoporosis a silent epidemic. But almonds? They're like a natural multivitamin for your skeleton. A single ounce of almonds, about 23 nuts, delivers 75 milligrams of calcium and 77 milligrams of magnesium. These 2 minerals are inseparable partners in bone health. Calcium is the structural brick that gives bones their strength. Magnesium acts as the foreman, directing calcium to where it's needed most. Without enough magnesium, calcium can calcify arteries instead of strengthening bones. Meet Clara, 73, a retired librarian from Colorado. She was diagnosed with osteopenia, the precursor to osteoporosis, 5 years ago. My doctor said I need medication, she recalls, but I decided to try diet first. Clara swapped cashews for almonds, adding them to her oatmeal, salads, and yogurt. 2 years later, her bone density scans showed improvement. I feel like I've turned back time, she says. The calcium myth debunked. Many seniors believe dairy is the only way to get calcium, but almonds offer a plant-based alternative with fewer downsides. Dairy can cause inflammation in some people, while almonds provide alkalizing minerals that neutralize acid in the body, a critical factor in preventing bone loss. Practical tip. Start your day with a bowl of almond butter oats. Blend 1 tablespoon almond butter with half a cup rolled oats, half a cup almond milk, and a sprinkle of cinnamon. Top with fresh berries for an antioxidant boost. 2. Muscle fuel. Why almonds keep seniors strong. The protein puzzle. Plant-based power for aging muscles. Muscle mass declines by 3 to 5% per decade after age 30, accelerating after 60. This loss, called sarcopenia, leads to frailty, falls, and dependency. Enter almonds. 1 ounce provides 6 g of plant-based protein, along with 3.5 g of healthy fats and 3.5 g of fiber. Protein isn't just about building muscles, it's about repairing them. Almonds contain L-arginine, an amino acid that improves blood flow to muscles, speeding recovery after exercise. For seniors, this means quicker healing from injuries and more energy to stay active. Real-life impact. Meet Henry, 68. Henry used to play tennis weekly, but after a minor fall at 65, he feared injury. I stopped exercising altogether, he admits. His doctor suggested adding almonds to his diet for muscle support. Henry began snacking on almonds before walks and strength training sessions. Within 6 months, his leg strength improved, and he returned to the court. I'm not as fast as I used to be, he laughs, but I'm still swinging. The fiber factor. Fiber often gets overlooked in discussions about muscle health, but it's crucial. Almonds fiber, 3.5 g per ounce, prevents constipation, a common issue for seniors taking medications like painkillers or diuretics. Regular digestion ensures nutrients from food reach muscles efficiently. Recipe idea: almond-crusted salmon. Combine a 1/4 cup crushed almonds, 1 tablespoon Dijon mustard, and half a teaspoon garlic powder. Press onto salmon fillets and bake at 375 degrees Fahrenheit, 190 degrees Celsius for 12 to 15 minutes. Serve with quinoa and steamed broccoli for a muscle-building meal. 3. Heart health. Almonds' silent war against arterial aging. Monounsaturated fats. the good kind that saves lives. Heart disease claims 1 in 4 senior lives in the U.S. But almonds are a weapon against this silent killer. Their monounsaturated fats, MUFAs, reduce LDL, bad, cholesterol by up to 10% and increase HDL, good, cholesterol. How? MUFAs bind to LDL particles in the bloodstream, escorting them to the liver for disposal. Over time, this lowers plaque buildup in arteries, a major cause of heart attacks and strokes. Case study: the Harvard Almond Experiment. In a 2018 Harvard study, 500 seniors aged 65 to 80 were split into 2 groups. One ate 1.5 ounces of almonds daily. The other followed a standard low-fat diet. After 1 year, the almond group had 20% lower triglycerides and 15% lower systolic blood pressure. "We were stunned by the results," said Dr. Emily Tran, the study's lead researcher. Blood pressure balance. Almonds potassium, 200 milligrams per ounce, counteracts sodium's negative effects. For seniors battling hypertension, this mineral swap is vital. One study found that increasing potassium intake reduced stroke risk by 24% in older adults. Practical tip: replace salty snacks with spiced almonds. Toss 1 cup raw almonds with half a teaspoon smoked paprika, a quarter teaspoon turmeric, and a drizzle of olive oil. Roast at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 175 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. 4. Brain protection. Almonds antioxidant army. Vitamin E, the brain's bodyguard against dementia. Almonds are one of the top sources of vitamin E, a fat-soluble antioxidant that shields brain cells from oxidative stress. As we age, free radicals damage neurons, contributing to memory loss and Alzheimer's. Vitamin E acts like a shield, absorbing these harmful molecules. A 2020 study in Neurology tracked 1,200 seniors over 5 years. Those who consumed the most vitamin E from almonds and leafy greens had a 35% lower risk of cognitive decline. The almond effect on mood. Vitamin E isn't just for memory. It also protects mood-regulating neurotransmitters like serotonin. Seniors who eat almonds regularly report fewer symptoms of depression and anxiety. Real-life example: Margaret, 71. Margaret struggled with brain fog and irritability after retirement. "I felt like I was losing myself," she says. After adding almonds to her morning smoothie, her focus improved. "I can finally read a whole book without getting distracted," she shares. Recipe idea: almond butter and blueberry smoothie. Blend 1 tablespoon almond butter, 1/2 banana, half a cup frozen blueberries, 1 cup spinach, and 1 cup almond milk. Top with chia seeds for extra omega-3s. 5. Gut health. Almonds prebiotic power. Fiber plus prebiotics equals a happier gut, a happier you. Almonds contain prebiotic fiber, which feeds beneficial gut bacteria. A healthy gut microbiome reduces inflammation, boosts immunity, and even improves mental health. For seniors prone to digestive issues, e.g., IBS or antibiotic-induced dysbiosis, almonds can be a gentle solution. Their fiber absorbs water, softening stools and preventing constipation. Study spotlight: almonds and gut bacteria. A 2019 study in gut microbes found that eating almonds daily increased levels of bifidobacterium, a probiotic linked to reduced inflammation and stronger bones. Practical tip: make almond flour pancakes to soothe a sensitive gut. Mix half a cup almond flour, 1 egg, a quarter cup mashed banana, and a splash of almond milk. Cook on a non-stick skillet and top with fresh fruit. 6. Weight management. Why almonds don't make you fat. The satiety's secret: feeling full without overeating. Seniors often struggle with weight gain due to slower metabolism and reduced activity. But almonds are a paradox: high in calories yet effective for weight control. Why? Their combination of protein, fiber, and healthy fats triggers hormones like leptin, which signal fullness to the brain. Studies show that people who eat almonds daily consume 200 fewer calories at subsequent meals. Myth busted: nuts are fattening. A 2018 meta-analysis of 60 studies concluded that nut consumption does not lead to weight gain. In fact, Almonds may help burn fat by boosting metabolic rate. Recipe idea: almond energy balls. Mix 1 cup almond butter, 1 cup rolled oats, half a cup honey, and 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. Roll into balls and refrigerate. Perfect for a pre-workout snack. 7. Blood sugar control. Almonds' role in diabetes prevention. The insulin sensitivity boost. Seniors are at higher risk for type 2 diabetes due to age-related insulin resistance. Almonds' low glycemic index, GI, and high magnesium content improve insulin sensitivity. One study found that eating almonds with a carb-heavy meal reduced blood sugar spikes by 30%. For pre-diabetics, this could mean the difference between managing health and needing medication. Real-life story: James, 66. James was pre-diabetic until his dietitian suggested almonds. I ate a handful before lunch and dinner, he says. My A1C dropped from 6.2 to 5.7 in 6 months. Practical tip: pair almonds with fruit for a balanced snack. Try apple slices with 1 tablespoon almond butter to stabilize blood sugar. 8. Anti-aging skin benefits. Almonds' beauty secret. Vitamin E and zinc, the dynamic duo for youthful skin. Almonds' vitamin E, 7.3 milligrams per ounce, and zinc, 0.9 milligrams. Fight wrinkles by protecting collagen and promoting skin repair. For seniors, this means fewer age spots and smoother skin. Scientific backing. A 2016 study in clinical interventions in aging found that almond consumption improves skin elasticity in postmenopausal women. DIY hack: create a homemade almond face mask. Mix 2 tablespoons almond flour, 1 tablespoon honey, and 1 teaspoon lemon juice. Apply, let dry, and rinse for glowing skin. 9. Practical tips for adding almonds to your daily routine. Breakfast ideas: almond milk smoothie. Blend almond milk, spinach, banana, and protein powder. Almond butter toast. Spread almond butter on whole grain toast and top with sliced strawberries. Lunch and dinner. Almond crusted chicken. Coat chicken breasts in crushed almonds and bake. Almond quinoa salad. Mix cooked quinoa, roasted almonds, cucumber, and lemon vinaigrette. Snacks. Almond trail mix. Combine almonds, dark chocolate chips, and pumpkin seeds. Almond popcorn. Toss air pop popcorn with melted almond butter and a pinch of sea salt. Conclusion: almonds, the foundation of a vibrant senior life. Almonds aren't just a snack. They're a daily investment in your future. From stronger bones to sharper minds, these nuts empower seniors to live with independence and joy. By making almonds a habit, you're not just eating healthy, you're building a legacy of vitality. Walnuts, the brain-boosting guardians of mobility and memory. 1. Omega-3 warriors, protecting the brain's wiring. Science meets story, how ELA fights cognitive decline. As we age, brain cells degrade. Oxidative stress and inflammation erode neurons, leading to memory lapses and slower thinking. Enter alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, an omega-3 fatty acid found in walnuts. Unlike fish-based DHA omega-3s, ELA is plant-derived, making walnuts a vegan-friendly brain booster. A 2020 study in neurology followed 1,500 seniors over 5 years. Those who ate 1 ounce of walnuts daily had 34% slower cognitive decline than those who skipped them. Why? ELA integrates into brain cell membranes, enhancing flexibility and communication. Think of it as oil for a rusty engine. Smoother signals, faster recall. Real-life impact. Margaret's turnaround. Margaret, 72, struggled with senior moments. I'd walk into a room and forget why I was there, she says. After swapping chips for walnuts, her focus improved. I can finally read a whole book without getting distracted, she shares. Recipe idea: walnut pesto pasta. Blend half a cup walnuts, 2 cups basil, 2 cloves garlic, a quarter cup olive oil, and a squeeze of lemon. Toss with whole grain pasta for a brain-boosting meal. 2. Polyphenol, the brain's bodyguards against inflammation. How antioxidants cross the blood-brain barrier. Walnuts are rich in polyphenol, antioxidants that target inflammation in the brain. Unlike many nutrients, polyphenol can cross the blood-brain barrier, neutralizing free radicals linked to Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. A Harvard study found that seniors who ate walnuts regularly had 25% lower levels of tau proteins, a biomarker for dementia. These compounds don't just sit passively. They fight, explains Dr. Sarah Lynn, a neurologist. Emotional toll of cognitive loss. For seniors, memory issues aren't just inconvenient, they're isolating. Imagine forgetting your grandchild's birthday or struggling to follow a conversation. Walnuts polyphenol act like a rescue team, preserving connections that define identity. Practical tip: snack on walnut date energy balls. Mix 1 cup walnuts, 1 cup dates, 1 tablespoon cocoa powder, and half a teaspoon vanilla. Roll into balls and refrigerate. 3. Arginine, fueling muscles and blood flow. Why better circulation means fewer falls. Arginine, an amino acid in walnuts, dilates blood vessels, improving oxygen delivery to muscles. For seniors, this means stronger legs and fewer cramps. Case study: the walking miracle. John, 71, avoided walks due to leg pain. I get tired after 10 minutes, he says. After adding walnuts to his trail mix, his stamina doubled. Now I hike with my grandkids, he beams. Melatonin boost. Sleep for recovery. Walnuts are one of the few foods containing melatonin, the sleep hormone. Seniors often struggle with insomnia, but melatonin aids deeper rest, allowing muscles to repair. Recipe idea: walnut overnight oats. Mix half a cup rolled oats, 1 tablespoon chia seeds, 1 cup almond milk, and a 1/4 cup chopped walnuts. Refrigerate overnight. Top with blueberries for extra antioxidants. 4. Weight management. Why walnuts don't make you fat. Satiety science. Feeling full without overeating. Despite their calories, walnuts curb hunger. Their protein, fiber, and healthy fats trigger leptin, the fullness hormone. A 2018 meta-analysis found no link between walnut consumption and weight gain, only improved metabolic health. Debunking the myth. Nuts are fattening. Seniors often fear high-calorie foods, but walnuts nutrient stabilize blood sugar, reducing cravings. James, 67, lost 10 pounds after switching candy bars for walnuts. I stopped snacking mindlessly, he says. Practical tip: create a walnut snack jar. Combine walnuts, pumpkin seeds, dark chocolate chips, and a pinch of sea salt. 5. Gut health. Walnuts prebiotic power. Feeding good bacteria for whole body health. Walnuts prebiotic fiber feeds bifidobacteria, probiotics linked to reduced inflammation and stronger bones. A 2019 study in gut microbes found that daily walnut eaters had healthier gut microbiomes and fewer digestive issues. The gut-brain connection. A healthy gut produces serotonin, a mood-regulating neurotransmitter. Seniors who eat walnuts report fewer depressive symptoms. DIY hack. Make walnut flour pancakes. Blend half a cup walnuts, 1 egg, a 1/4 cup mashed banana, and 1 teaspoon cinnamon. Cook and top with Greek yogurt. 6. Practical tips for adding walnuts to your daily routine. Breakfast ideas. Walnut smoothie. Blend walnuts, spinach, banana, and protein powder. Crunchy yogurt parfait. Layer Greek yogurt, walnuts, and mixed berries. Lunch and dinner. Walnut-crusted salmon. Coat fish in crushed walnuts and bake. Quinoa salad. Mix quinoa, roasted walnuts, avocado, and lemon vinaigrette. Snacks. DIY trail mix. Combine walnuts, dried cranberries, and dark chocolate. Walnut popcorn. Toss air pop popcorn with melted walnut butter and honey. Conclusion. Walnuts. The key to a sharper mind and stronger steps. Walnuts are more than a snack. They're a daily ritual for vitality. From sharper memories to steadier strides, these nuts empower seniors to live with purpose and joy. By making walnuts a habit, you're not just eating healthy, you're investing in a future where you'll laugh, learn, and love without limits.